Today is the National Drug Prescription Take Back Day. The counter drug has been an intricate part in the Take Back Day for the last 8 years. And so we are out here supporting the community, trying to help keep drugs from getting out into the wrong hands into the community. This is an important way for a lot of people to discard of their prescription drugs that have been laying around the counters that sometimes could get in the wrong hands of, children, some of recovering addicts, stuff like that. So we like to make sure that we are protecting our greatest asset, which is the people of Louisiana, and making sure that those drugs get disposed of correctly so they don't get into the wrong hands.
Well, we help with our Blue Cross volunteers and our agents at the DEA take back the drugs physically. After that, they are packaged and sent to incendiary disposal. And I'm happy to be here because I have always wanted to serve my community, and being in the National Guard for so long, this has been the single best opportunity I've been given to do just that.
Unfortunately, we know now that many drug addictions begin in the home. It's not like back in the 60s where someone met up in a dark alley with someone to obtain drugs. Many times drug abuse begins in the home, maybe following a surgery or some type of other medical procedure. There are opioids or other controlled substances in the home, and they can very easily get into the wrong hands. Pets are even at risk for these medications. So it's very important twice a year, we come out with the DEA and ask everyone to go through the entire medicine cabinet, make sure that all of the medications that they don't want in their home, they come and drop them off safely where the Drug Enforcement Administration incinerates them. So we know that there's no possibility of them ending up on the street.
People will keep their medications in handy places very easily to access, like in their bathrooms, in their kitchens, sometimes in cabinets, drawers. And we know with little ones especially, you take your eyes away for just a few seconds and they're into something before we know it. So we, our own personal story on our own house, 2 pharmacists, and when our daughter was crawling, we were on a vacation, had our medications in a suitcase, and before we knew it, she had one open, one in her mouth. And so we like to tell people just, be very careful about how you store your medications. Now we keep them in a lock safe in our home, and you also want to get them out of the house for that same reason. And then same with your pets. Somehow pets can get into all kinds of things and get things out of bottles that you wouldn't think that they could, and just as dangerous to our pets as well.
Very important because we have a lot of people take prescription medications, and every medication that you take has a side effect, and some of those side effects can be really harmful if you're not supposed to be taking a medication and it accidentally falls into your hands. And so this is a way for people that might have leftover medication that they didn't use, or have medication that is just sitting around their home. This is a great way to just make sure that it's put into a space where no one that's not supposed to be taking that medication can get their hands on it, and it just creates a really safe way to dispose of those substances.
It's really important that everyone in the community think about this, look for these days, but you don't have to wait for a drug take back day. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Louisiana, Louisiana Blue, has permanent prescription drug boxes in almost every parish in the state of Louisiana.